Jesus, I almost hit end broadcast instead of comments. Wow. That would have been so typical. Anyway, yes, my hair is blue. I don't like it. So there's that. Let's just get that out of the way. I don't like it. And why do I look like, on my camera picture, I look decent. I'm sad. Okay, it's acceptable. Then I look at myself through StreamYard and through YouTube, and it looks like shit. I don't get it. But whatever. How's everyone doing? Glad to see you guys. Glad to see everyone here. Let me open that up too. So just to give everyone a heads up, I may have to stop periodically here and there and make a text. Okay. It's important. Some things going on. Everything's okay. It's nothing like that. But I still have it. Something kind of came up where I'm going to have to stop and periodically text something. That's all. So I just want to let everyone know ahead of time. So maybe I can minimize the comments. Like, this would have been really good if you just stopped, stop this. If you just stopped using your phone throughout the entire stream and texting. And I get it. You're right. It would be a lot better if I stopped doing that. But sometimes it's unavoidable. That's all. So, hey, Squidward. I do like it, but it was supposed to come out a much lighter blue, like a pastel blue, kind of like the pink did. This came out like some places it's like midnight blue. And the thing is, they say leave it in for 10 minutes, work it through with a comb. Dude, this, because I know how the pink went. I took a comb, one of those small like tooth combs, like you use, like haircutters use, like hairdressers use. And I just combed the conditioner through for like 10 minutes. And it still came out all spotty. Like, I don't know. Whatever. No, no, I'm not texting the cult. I can say that much. Or am I? So, wait, let me get over there again. Yeah, so I received some documents, as I know some people have already went over the complaint and everything, the new complaint. I'm going to show that and a couple other things I received. So let me get in here now. Okay, mods. If we need slow mode at all, let me know. You know how I am with watching the chat, though. So if we do need it, you might want to text me. That's all. Or, yeah, you're going to want to text me because I think I have Twitter notifications turned off on my devices. Otherwise, they go off like crazy. I just saw that. I'm not gonna say anyone or whatever. I'm not gonna name names, but there was a comment that was removed from someone in here, and I get, dude, it was a funny comment. I like it. I personally approve, but if we allow if shit like that goes through here, then it's giving her a reason to feel victimized. And how about we just stick to like crazy bitch or something? That's all. So I appreciate your comment though. Yeah, I'm just starting. Yeah, I know. I was ambitious with 12:15. I moved it back to 12:25. And as I just wrapped up, like, redacting the last image, I looked up at my clock and it's 12:25. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, where does the 10 minutes go? And I still hadn't even finished setting up. Or I set up, but I haven't opened up StreamYard on the computer. But okay, so let me pull these up. Start going over them. And naturally, I don't have anything pulled up in tabs yet. So, But at least I have them downloaded this time already. What the? Oh, that was crazy. Downloads. Why did they all go in weird places? Oh, because I have it set to view by kind instead of by date. There we go. That's better. That's where. So there's that one. Why did? Let's see. OAD. So I want this one. And then this one. Okay. So these are a few things I also received. And as you notice, I have I have them watermarked now because apparently that's something we need to do, apparently. Anyway, and you'll notice too in my watermark, I added here and I'm fucking Reagan here in the bottom because she played, she has her role in my obtaining these. Okay. So it's only fair that I give credit, where credit belongs. And she's awesome. And, just that's what people usually do. So anyway, so here's one thing I received. This is a filing. I believe this is when this was actually filed with the court to change it, to amend it. And it says, this certificate must be filed pursuant to Rule 104A of the General Rules of Practice for the District Courts. Oh, wait, I'm not sharing it, am I? I'm an idiot. My bad. Oh, wait, I am. I swear to God. Okay. District Courts, if this certificate must be filed pursuant to Rule 104A of the General Rules of Practice for the District Courts if the case is a family case or a civil case listed in Minnesota. General our practice, I'm not reading the numbers and stuff. I don't even know how to read them. If information is not then known to the filing party at the time of filing, it shall be provided to the court administrator in writing by the filing party within 7 days of learning the information. Any party impleading additional parties shall provide the same information to the court administrator. The court administrator shall, upon receipt of the completed certificate, notify all parties or their lawyers, if represented by counsel, of the date of filing the action and the file number assigned. So there's that. Okay. Next. We're going to do this one. So D. These two basically say the same thing, kind of, I think. So, yeah. Dear Court Administrator, please find enclosed plaintiff's amended summons and complaint in this matter. This matter is being amended pursuant to Minnesota R. Again, I don't even know how to read it. Please note that the caption should be updated to include Miranda Derrick and James Derrick as plaintiffs. So there's that. And next, I'm going to get into the complaint. I want to, because I haven't had a chance to do this yet. Maybe I'm going to be wasting everyone's time by doing it here with you guys. I don't know. But so be it. But for this right here is the first page, and I'm going to go through the rest of the complaint, and I want to see, compared to the older complaint, to see what exactly new, when it goes through all the points of interest or the points of reference for the evidence or whatever, when they list like on such and such day, defendant said such and such thing. I want to compare that to the old one to see which ones were added, which new ones were added. And like I did with the old complaint, I want to pull them up, see if we can pull them up and if Katie's deleted them or not. So, but for starting, we're going to just go over this first page here. And I didn't even look, is her address isn't on here, is it? I think her address is on the other one. And okay. So, and this is the only one I watermarked from the complaint because the complaint's public. So I'm not going to bother watermarking all of that. I got shit to do. So here. For their complaint against defendants Catherine Mansky Paulson, aka Katie Joy, and Without a Crystal Ball LLC, 7M Films Incorporated, Robert Shin, Miranda Derrick, and James Derrick, collectively plaintiffs, state and allege as follows. Plaintiff 7M Incorporated, 7M, is a California corporation organized and operating pursuant to and in accordance with laws of the state of California. Robert Shin, okay, yeah, this is just basic stuff. Oh, yeah, no, this one did have her address on it. That's right. I took it out. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to pull up the complaint and go over it from there. And I'm going to pull up the older one too. I feel like this also makes my hair and everything makes me look like I'm half dead. I don't know. Downloads. Complaints. Okay. And the old one. Where's the old one? Oh, I still have the document one. I would just use that one. What kind of file name is HEIC? I've never even heard of that. Why? How do I have a file HEIC on my computer? I never even heard of that kind of extension. It's an image, but I just never heard. It's weird. I never even heard of that. Huh. Oh, okay. Here are the other PDFs. I didn't want to use that one, but I guess I'm going to have to. Okay. So, no, that one won't go over. That's right. Okay. All right. I'll grab that in just a second. For now, though, let's just start going over the new one until we get to that section of it. I'm going to scroll through, though, because I want to get past the page where her address is on it. And this starts off just like the other one, and I'm guessing it's kind of standardized for most things. When you get served for a civil case, it's like, you are being sued. You must reply within 21 days to protect your rights. You must respond to each claim. You will lose your case if you do not send a written response to the complaint to the person who signed the summons. You know, like, I'm guessing that that's just pretty much the same across the board. So I'm not going to go over that either. There's the page with her address. Let me get past it. Okay, we'll start from factual background. Weird. I just thought I heard my phone ring. Okay, let me check chat real quick, because I thought I saw something. Thank you so much for the super chat, Pearls. Keep up the good work. I will try. Thank you for calling it good work. Hey, Sunny D. Let's do this. She's going down. Isn't there a song? Going down, swinging. I can't remember the. I can't think of who sings it now. Sugar, we're going down, or something like that. Oh. All right. I have all the documents. Oh, okay, cool. I have the other PDF. It's the old one. I just have to. I might have to re-download it. That's all. That'll just take a second. I'm not worried about it. Todd wasn't feeling a thing because he kept getting icy cold shots out of vodka out of the freezer. I just want to say, though, I'm very happy and pleased to see how Todd has been getting along swimmingly with some members of the community. That's a good thing to see, because I don't know, maybe some good can come of it. I don't even know. I don't even know if I have a storage file. Oh, what the extension is. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I can Google it. It's not a big deal, but it's weird because I just noticed it, like, I think it was yesterday. That's right. I tried to use that. It was a thumbnail I made for one of my other whatever uploads or videos or whatever. And I tried to use that, but YouTube said that it couldn't be used. So I took a screenshot of it and then, just shaped it and then put it on there, and that could be used. It's weird. Like anything, if you ever get a file, if YouTube ever says can't use the file's too big or whatever, just take a screenshot of the image and then use that, and it goes up just fine. I don't understand it, but whatever. I guess screenshotting is just a really quick way for like Format Factory to work or something. Whatever. All right, so I am going to. I thought you were saying you were blocked here under two different names. I was like, what? No, I find that hard to believe. But who knows? Okay, so here we go. Actual background. I have to read again. Okay. The parodies. 7M is a talent management company located in the state of California. Robert Shin is the chief executive officer and sole owner of 7M. Miranda and James are clients of 7M. Upon information and belief. Thank you. She heard me. It's like it's cool. It's like almost like sometimes like I don't want to say guardian angels, not quite like that, but like mentor would be, or senpai. Like I say something and she comes through and provides. That's what it's like. Thanks for noticing me, senpai. Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to read all this because we already read all this. You know, Katie Joy, she fancies herself an entertainment blogger. She uploads drama and or tea videos here, but Katie Joy intentionally publishes false and defamatory material to denigrate others through sensationalism and fabrication of perceived drama for the sole purpose of enticing followers and viewers to help defendants monetize their various social media accounts. Now, here's the thing. This I noticed the way that this is stated. This isn't stated like Katie Joy intentionally published. She publishes, like this is what she's known for. This is what she does. This is how she makes her living. And now think of all the examples that have been very well documented, thanks to the likes of Steve McRae, of Tina, of I'm fucking Rakin, of the other OGs. Okay, like and Mafioso, I believe, is one. And I know I'm forgetting some here, and I apologize. Shen was even one who did this. I feel like she's like maybe, I don't know, the prodigal son or something, whatever. But like, think of all these people who could very well. Oh, Annie. I'm sorry. Annie is a huge one. Oh my God. She's probably like the most notable one. All of these people have made such a great database for the evidence of this continuous routine and just I don't know, just regular defamation. And it's all done for personal purposes to grow one's presence. The way this sentence hit me, publishes. It's like, wow, yeah, they got it. That's it. Okay. Defendant Katie Joy intentionally engages in internet trolling, both under her. Yeah, we know that. Okay. It's a history of maliciously and recklessly publishing false. Okay, we know that. I'm not, again, I already read all this. I'm almost positive this is all the same. So if anyone wants to watch a video where I'm reading this, there's a live stream where I'm reading this. I don't remember the name of it, but it's there. It's like 2 days old. So, okay, we'll start here. Now, here's where I'm going to grab that other file and put it up. So, and when I do see a difference, then, I'll compare and show you guys, but if there's no difference, I'm not going to. What's the point? Okay. Show and Finder. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Wait. No, that's not it. Why is it not showing? Oh, that's because it didn't show me in Finder yet. What's this one? Yep, this is it. All right, now I got it. Okay, let me get down to that page. So the first date on the old filing of the filing that we're about to see is 2/27. Miranda and Derrick was lured into a church, but the link is F2IZ. F2. Okay, so that's the same. 2/27. GC3. These might all be the same. I don't know. I'm not using the same file, right? No, I'm not. Are they written the same though? Destroying the lives of clients, controls its clients' lives. It's abnormal for management. No, they're not written the same. It doesn't look like. No, okay, so all right, I'm going to go ahead and just read these then. But they're the same links and everything, but they're written a little differently, which makes sense because then now they're adding Miranda's argument on this. Okay, so 227. Miranda Derrick was lured into a church, 7M. 7M is associated with the 7 mountains of influence. 7M believes they need to take over all spheres of the world for Christ to return to earth. The M in 7M stands for Mountains of Influence, a Pentecostal belief to take over the world, among others. Please see posts for specifics. Now, again, these things that I'm reading, these are not things that are alleged by the complainants. These are things that the complainants are alleging that the defendant had claimed. So when I read these things out, this is what Katie said, okay? Or it's being alleged that this is what Katie said. So I just want to clear that up because, I mean, as I'm reading it, I have to remind myself of that sometimes. Okay, next. 7M is using religion to control time, money, and resources of the dancers that were vulnerable to abuse due to their economic status, and they are abusing dancers. I remember that reading that one. 228. The dancers managed by 7M Films Management don't pick their own music sets, clothes, or dances. 3-1. B- is a victim of the shins. He was used to lure Miranda Derrick in. Miranda Derrick did not get ties. Okay, I know that's the same. 7M is preying on vulnerable dancers, misstates promises made by 7M to its clients. 7M controls its clients' lives. 7M blocks friends and family of its clients from reaching them. Okay, now these I noticed looks like they were a little different. So where's 3-1? So human trafficking, specific allegations. Okay, yeah, that's the same. 7M is committing crimes, including human trafficking. I'm going to repeat some of these because it's just that outrageous that this is being said. 7M stopped Miranda Derrick from being by herself. 7M clients are all part of Shin's church. Okay. 7M controls its clients' lives. It's abnormal for management teams to manage their clients' social media accounts. It's abnormal. Oh my God. Like if there weren't a business concept, I would think of it, I think, because I mean, I hate doing social media half the time. There should be a company that does this shit for you. I mean, come on. 7M controls everything its clients do. 7M is controlling the clients' lives. I want to get to more specific, unless they're just wording everything the same and just now adding Miranda to it. I don't remember that one. Okay, yeah. I find it interesting. She claims that their marriage is fake or whatever. I think, didn't she also say something about a green screen or something? I forget where it is they got married, but I believe I read her in a comment to one of her own posts saying, oh, well, that was a green screen. They weren't really there getting married or some shit like that. I find that interesting because these are official court papers, which means you have to apply someone's legal name to them, whether you're the complainant or the defendant. You have to use your known legal name. Well, Miranda Derrick is listed on there, not Miranda Wilkins or Miranda anything else. Is Miranda Derrick. So it would stand to reason that, yeah, they're married, I would think, unless she just went and changed her last name to Derrick and just decided not to get married, which who would do that, So come on, they're married. Oh, yes. Right after I say that, I come up on this. Each person at 7M has changed their names and has a different alias. Oh my God, that's fun. I swear I did not plan that. 7M's clients cannot do anything without consulting Daniel Joseph. Again, there's so many of these. I'm not going through and reading all of them again. I'm just not. But I'm going to sit here real quick and just compare. If I see anything different, then I will point that out. Where am I? Predatory tricking. Oh, wait, that was on 3-2. Okay. I think that is different. The first 3-2. Oh, no, it's not predatory tricking. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think these are all probably going to be the same. Don't worry, I got more planned. Don't worry. If you guys want me to read these, like some of these again, I will. But I really don't want to. Okay, so let me scroll down and see what else there is. It goes right up to 317. This they might have added stuff because this is like 7 days later. Maybe not. The old one goes up to 318. So, okay, yeah, there's more added. Okay. So let's pick up there. Former members alleged he's forced divorces. That's the. Wait, what's the last one on this one? No, Shins exploits followers. Oh no, this one does go up farther. My bad. $331. Okay, here we go. Instagram story bragging about being is the last one added here. Okay, so 4-1. These are new. 7M has taken things to an extreme that is very concerning. They have now deleted. Is this new? Yeah, no, this is new. Okay. 7M has taken things to an extreme that is very concerning. They have now deleted James Derrick's Facebook and Twitter. Miranda's Facebook profile is also deleted. 4-1. April 1st, rather. Former members say the Shekinah Church leadership restricts their access to phone and communication because they must spend all their time working to support the gospel. 4-1, April 1st. Remember to say that. After reviewing court records, interviewing multiple former members and families of those trapped, my opinion is that the Shins are walking an extremely fine line of human trafficking. It says here, post removed. These posts have since been removed. Human trafficking. Living with employer. Dancers live in church housing of their employer, poor living conditions. Former members allege squalor-like conditions, multiple people in cramped space. Former members allege inability to speak to individual alone. Miranda and others are constantly monitored and never allowed to be alone when speaking to family. Employer is holding identity documents. Signs of physical abuse. Submission or fearful members are told to obey and submit, or they are punished. Unpaid or paid very little. Former members allege up to 80% of their earnings went to Robert Shin. Under 18 and in prostitution. Multiple former members allege SA, human trafficking crimes and charges. April 2nd. Is that part one? Yeah, that post has since been removed, they're saying. April 2nd. Knowing that Miranda's parents are coming, 7M suddenly sends Miranda and James on a trip, to which I want to add, did her parents, was her family actually planning on going out there? Like, was this something that in LA when this happened? Were they waiting for a flight? Did they have a flight scheduled? Was this a trip that was definitely happening or did happen? This is what it could be alleged to look like. Because to my knowledge, nobody on the Wilking side of the family said anything that I know it was discussed that they were going to meet up, but I thought it was only Miranda that discussed this. That's how anyone knew about it. So if the family did not discuss this, if the family did not show any signs of going out there, then how do we know that that is in fact what happened? I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay. So next. Why is my light going down? Oh, that one says the post is still there. I'll look that up shortly. In discovery, my legal team can subpoena all of their bank. Oh, this is what Katie said, the quotes, and this is what she said. This is that video. In discovery, my legal team can subpoena all of their bank records, their taxes, the management contracts, the pay stubs, and all the social media and email accounts assigned to any member. Not to mention, this would expose any and all activity that is not legal. Management has a right to take a commission. This is true. Managers do not house their talent or have their talent attend their church. How much are the dancers tithing, donating to the church and paying money to the man of God? Real management does not run smear campaigns against reporters. Why hasn't 7M gone after Rolling Stone, The Sun, Daily Mail, Daily Beast, New York Post, Gawker, Daily Mail TV, Insider, New York Magazine, Cosmopolitan, or any of the former members or families that have spoken out? I'm going to take a break here and say, you just said that real management does not run smear campaigns against reporters, and then you listed Then you ask, why haven't they gone after all these places they have reporters? See, you're not a reporter. So that's why they're going after you and not any of the actual reporters. So anyway, when there is overwhelming evidence that there is something not right happening, it generally means something right isn't happening. Human trafficking takes many forms, and this could or could not be. I'm not the police or the FBI, but I can certainly share my opinion based on what I find. Freedom of religion is a constitutional right, and so is freedom of speech. This is not a dictatorship. This is not North Korea. This is the USA, where journalists have freedom of the press. Having accounts like this will not help any legal cases you seek to carry out. It will only prove my counterclaims. Maybe you should delete these pages since you wouldn't want them used against you in court. April 2nd, 7M controls clients' bank accounts. April 3rd. Quote, now you might understand why Miranda isn't talking to her parents. Hannah controls her every move. April 3rd. Without a crystal ball, is aware of where the money came from, but we would like 7M to share where the money came from and which member's money was used to buy this Bentley. April 4th. Dancers are still living in church community housing. They still share their lives, both in work and personally. There's absolutely no separation for the talent from church and work. They live with their coworkers and church members. April 4th. Keto Cycle terminated their relationship with Miranda after learning about her involvement with 7M. Former members agree that the only way to end the situation is to cut off the money and find a way for Robert Shin to be held criminally responsible. They assert that the money made is benefiting Robert and Shekinah. April 4th. Report that Robert Shin's Shekinah church was illegally operating as a church without proper zoning permit. Like that's where we fall into the semantics of zoning, really. April 5th. Getting sued is like a badge of honor at this point. April 6th. I've never contacted Miranda or James. See, a real reporter might have. April 6th. Alleges that one of 7M's clients is stealing money from a fundraiser he runs to help. Oh no, I'm sorry. Alleges that one of 7M's clients is stealing money from a fundraiser he runs to help Ukraine. Yeah, one of the dancers set up a fundraiser, and I guess the explanation was he's going to take the money he raised in GoFundMe and give it to his father, who is in the Ukraine. Okay, she saw huge things wrong with that. Well, what about the GoFundMe she set up for the Ronald McDonald House? Like, she didn't set that up through GoFundMe to go directly to the Ronald McDonald House. No, first the money was going to Katie, and she was then entrusted to give it to Ronald McDonald House. That's cool, though. That's fine. Not shady there. Okay. April 6th. Alleges a video posted by one of 7M's clients is a recruiting tool for the 7M cult. April 6th. Robert Shin's next door neighbors are moving. Oh, wait, I'm trying to read the ones where she's in quotation marks here as if she actually read it, or she was saying them. April 6th. Robert Shin's next door neighbors are moving. I'm hearing that people have been driving by a lot, trying to spot Robert. I'm assuming this could be pretty disruptive to neighbors. The real story is this. Focusing on their lawsuit just detracts from the story. Stay focused. I read that and I think that was a Dos Equis commercial, like stay classy or something. What is that? I forget what it is. Stay focused. Stay focused, my friends. All right. D, continued disparagement. On March 10th, plaintiffs sent a cease and desist letter to defendant instructing her. Okay, we already went over all that. Is all this the same? Or I would think this would have to change too. Maybe not. Yeah, again, I'm not going through all this. I do want to read some of her posts, and I do want to see if those posts that according to this filing show are still up, that those are still up. Okay, let's see. I don't think I can get them though from the PDF. Might have to type them out. Where I start off. 331 was the last one in this, so 4. Post remove. This one here is the first one. So 4 second, knowing that Miranda's parents are coming. Okay, this I can just find it on my own. I don't need to have the link, I don't think. What's the 8th to the 9th? Okay. Oh, she posts so goddamn much. You're still going to scroll back like 3.5 pages. It's crazy. Okay, is this it? 7 days ago. Yep, that's it. Okay, it's still up. Here, let me share it. So, okay, I do have it muted for now. Okay, so this is, in the complaint, it says, knowing that Miranda's parents are coming, 7M suddenly sends Miranda and James on a trip. That was in the complaint. Here it says, Miranda publicly announced that her parents were coming to see her in LA on April 1st. She stated in a video she wanted to see them and wanted to work through their issues. Knowing that Miranda's parents are coming, 7M suddenly sends Miranda and James on a trip. Miranda posted that they are in New Orleans. The NCAA men's basketball Final Four has been going on since Thursday. If they were scheduled to perform at this event, no, she would not have known weeks ago. Okay, I know nothing about March Madness or the Final Four or any of that shit. I know nothing about it, honestly. But where I work, this has been the only thing on TV the entire time. Okay, like, I mean, at one point in time, one of the games, I forget what it was, last week maybe sometime, but like the entire restaurant, especially all the males in the entire restaurant, they all had their backs to the bar because all the TVs they were looking at were on the other side of the wall. Like, it was the weirdest thing. Like, it was like in church, everyone looking ahead at like the pastor. Like, that's what it looked like. It was crazy. And I'm like, this, like, it was eerie almost. So it's been a big thing at work. I'm willing, unless it's like the Super Bowl, I'm thinking that they play at maybe home court. I don't know. Like, say if Duke was in it, they might be playing at Duke, okay? Or Syracuse, they might be playing in Syracuse. So unless it's like the Super Bowl where they do plan out in advance where it's going to be held, I'm willing to bet that this may not have been known, that this was an event that was known to be happening until after one of these games happened that put this team in this game on this date. That's what I'm saying. So to say she would have known this weeks ago, I'm not so sure that's the case. Again, it's sports, not my area of expertise. So, but unless and until I know otherwise, I'm saying that it's possible she did not know. If this were, she would have known this weeks ago. Why did she say she wanted to see them and suddenly traveled to New Orleans? Robert, what are you hiding? Okay, let me check chat real quick in case someone does give me an answer here. It's a big deal here. Yeah, dude, I live like 40 minutes from Syracuse, New York. I get it. I just don't care to follow it. In fact, like our Utica College, or I'm sorry, Utica University now it's called. It's like, it's part of Syracuse University. It was Duke, UNC, Coach K's. Oh, that's the game. That's the game where everyone was like fixated on shit, you know, like everyone wanted, I guess, the Duke to make it or to go forward because it was the coach's last season. He's retiring. So what a way to go out, you know, but I don't even know. I honestly don't even know if Duke won. I'm sure I've been told 20 times since then, but whatever. I'm like Kelly Bundy. If I save some information, then I'm going to lose something else. So like if I remember that Duke won or lost, then I might forget what the doorbell sounds like. You know what I mean? So. Okay, let me just go through. I'm sorry, my nose is, I might have to stop and blow my nose for a second here because I might, otherwise it's going to be annoying. What is when I feel sad? Where it is? Oh, thank you so much for the super sticker, Silly Rabbit. I didn't even see that before. Thank you. Okay. You see, I was also curious if the production company that reached out to Reagan went anywhere. I don't know. I have no idea. So, Reagan, if you're listening, Lola Layla asks, I was curious if the production company that reached out to Reagan went anywhere. Thank you, Padrina. Thank you. Okay. Let me answer this text real quick. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. And that's it. Okay. So I'm going back to the reading. So Tina Paul asks, wonder if Tati has a gag order as part of the summit. I would imagine that it was agreed across the board. I mean, it's something like that, the ability to not speak on it. I don't think I don't know if it's not legally fair to, if it's just not fair to ask one to be quiet and the other one can do whatever they want. I think it's just general rule of thumb that it's if it's said that one side wants the other side not to talk, then it just applies across the board, So I would imagine that, yeah, Tati has been instructed not to speak on matters as well, to a certain degree, I don't know. Okay, that would be a question for Salzo, maybe. I don't know. Have you ever played any of Miranda's Instagram that addresses all the accusations that Katie has made against her? She has a few videos that are interesting. I don't know. I know I played some. I'm kind of careful what I play from the dancers, even if it's just on speaking or whatever, because it seems like there's almost always something playing in the background or something music wise related, and it gets me like copyright, whatever, and it's a pain in the ass. So I kind of just been like, if I pull up one of their posts, I'm trying to remember to mute shit now. So thank you, Lauren. EK say I'm a silent watcher, love you, but your blue hair looks amazing. Thank you. It really will look better when it fades a little bit. In fact, I don't want to go too long on this because I want to have time, because this fades like after like so many shampoos, so like a week or so, maybe 10 days, it'll be almost. I want to be able to shower before work tonight. Yeah, I know, but that's not. Okay, so I got an answer here from Reagan. She said, sorry, I'm in the garden trying to get ready for seeds, but I've ignored them and haven't accepted their follow request. I'm undecided if I want to open that door. Curiosity may get the best of me, though. Okay, so let me go back to here. So, all right, there, I finished reading that. So now the next one in here is from, this from April 2nd, and discovering my legal team can subpoena authors. You know that one. Yeah. So I'm guessing it'll be up here, maybe. All right, so at CB3. Oh, this is CB2. So there's what? It's the COVID test. She might have removed it. I don't know. So CB. Oh no, this is it. What? WGP. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, it's good. Okay, yeah, all right, I'm past it. So it has to be, it's got to be that one. Oh, it's this one right here. Okay, got it. So now this is the one supporting the complaints of, what? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. On April 2nd, and again, they worded this directly as Katie's, quotation. So I'm going to read it as Katie. And was it in my discovery? Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to read her post then. So this account cannot stop exposing themselves as 7M. This account has smeared and slandered me for reporting on 7M and Shekinah Church from public records, court records, criminal records, bankruptcy records, depositions, interviews with former members, family, and alleged victims. Based upon my investigation, there is a lot that is not right about this situation. However, they will continue to use this account to smear me while screaming legal action, knowing full well this whole account would become part of a countersuit against them for defamation. Now, here is where the petition, this is where the petition picks up, okay, and starts quoting her. And it looks like it's going to quote the rest of this post. In discovery, my legal team can subpoena all their bank records, their taxes, the management contracts, the pay stubs, and all the social media and email accounts assigned to any member. Not to mention, this would expose any and all activity that is not legal. Management has a right to take a commission. This is true. Managers do not house their talents or have their talent attend their church. How much are the dancers tithing, donating to the church, and paying money to the man of God? Real managers, see, that should have had a different punctuation point in that sentence, and that's bothering me. Real management does not run smear campaigns against reporters. Why hasn't 7M gone after Rolling Stone, The Sun, Daily Mail, Daily Beast, New York Post, Gawker, Daily Mail TV, Insider, New York Magazine, Cosmopolitan, or any other former members or families that have spoken out? I think I already explained this to you, sis. But for those who may be showing up late, I'm going to say it again because I like it. She asked him one question. Real management does not run smear campaigns against reporters, and then asks why hadn't they gone after, and then lists all these real reporters. Well, you answered your question before you asked it. They're not going after them because they're real reporters. They're going after you because guess what? You're not. Moving on. When there is overwhelming evidence that there's something not right happening, it generally means there's something not right is happening. Human trafficking takes many forms, and this could or could not be. I'm not the police or the FBI, but I certainly can share my opinion based on what I find. Freedom of religion is a constitutional right, and so is freedom of speech. This is not a dictatorship. This is not North Korea. Why are you saying North Korea? She's never once, in all the years I followed her, talked about North Korea until she's covering something that has to do with, I mean, come on. That bugs me. This is the USA, where journalists also have freedom of press. Having accounts like this will not help any legal case you seek to carry out. It will only prove my counterclaims. Did she have to say that about the Tate case? For granted, that was settled, but still. Maybe you should delete these pages since you wouldn't want them used against you in court. How is that? That kind of comes off as threatening, but whatever. All right, next we have 7M controls clients' bank accounts. CB3 NFD. So it'll be this way. Yep, this one right here. James Derrick publicly released a statement which most people say is not written by him. In the statement, he said his management did the following: managed his finances, paid his taxes, controlled his schedule, booked his jobs. Okay. He said people hire managers to control their finances and bookings. Managers do not control someone's finances. Money managers do. Yeah. Business managers do. Yeah, they do. In fact, I think most businesses have a position that does just that. And yeah, when you're a brand, you're essentially kind of like a business. So you need someone to control or just run these things. Managers are also not booking agents. Talent agents are required by law in California to be licensed and hold a surety bond. Okay, I know nothing about that. But what the fuck do managers do then? I mean, they may not, I don't think that they're solely talent and booking agents. No, they're much more than that, but they can certainly do more than one thing. I mean, agents are responsible for booking and under the law are supposed to ensure that a talent is not exploited by using an agent, manager, producer for everything. The Screen Actors Guild urges all actors to not work with any agency that isn't licensed and seeks to monopolize their talents' lives. They specifically warn against using one person or company for everything. Now, there may be a point for the warning against using one company for everything. Okay, I can see an argument on both sides for that, so I'm going to leave that one alone. But the Screen Actors Guild urges all workers to not work with any agency or monopolize their talents' lives. The Screen Actors Guild is an old organization. It is. It goes back to since shortly after picture film started, 1900s or whatever, early 1900s. I mean, I'm thinking of the days of was it Drew Barrymore's grandmother or great grandmother or something way back then. So things are different now than they were then. And though the Screen Actors Guild is still an organization, but they also have to evolve with the times if they want to stay relevant. So I'm wondering, monopolize their talents' lives. And to be an influencer, I would think much of your life is monopolized. Isn't that the whole point? I think, so I mean, I would question some of these recommendations or suggestions if some of them are not still based from an older era. That's all. They also urge actors to join the union and use agencies that are franchised through SAG. Okay, joining the union, yeah, I get that. I fully support that. I'm pro-union all the way. But using agencies that are franchised through SAG, it's probably good, but I would be curious what it entails to become an agency franchised through the SAG, because, there should be transparency there, I think. 7M is not licensed nor franchised as a SAG agent or manager. As Ann. I think they should say Ann. I could be wrong, though. Then today, 7M says they don't control anything and all talent are individual. They claim they don't work for them and aren't managing any aspect of their lives. Why did James say a month ago that it's the job of managers to control their talent's finances, book schedules, and bookings? Maybe get your story straight before posting online. pot, kettle. Okay. 4-3. Now you might understand. Oh, now you might understand why Miranda is attacking her parents. Okay. So that was what, 6 days ago. So I think about 5 days ago now. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. What was the number in that one? Okay, no, I don't. Oh, there's still 7. Okay, right here. I wonder if maybe they'd show up different days because of time zones or something. I don't know. So the complaint alleges, now you might understand why Miranda isn't talking to her parents. Hannah controls her every move. Shekinah Church demands members include them on all emails through blind copy, meaning the recipient cannot see that Hannah is reading the emails. I received numerous emails of her reprimanding members for not including her in all communication for their work and with friends or family. Now you might understand why Miranda isn't talking to her parents. Hannah controls her every move. Next complaint. Without a crystal ball is aware of where the money came from, but we would like 7M to share where the money came from and which member's money was used to buy this Bentley. Do you have a picture of the Bentley in that one? Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what she said. That's the entirety of what she said. Without a crystal ball is aware of where the money came from, but we would like 7M to share where the money came from and which member's money was used to buy this Bentley. Which one, Robert? Come on. Next we have dancers are still living in church community housing. They still share their lives both in work and personally. There's absolutely no separation for the talent from church and work. They live with their co-workers and church members. CB 6 and 1. Okay. And in March 2013 filing by Labor Commission in California, Robert Shin was found liable for failing to keep time cards and records for his employees. The commission found that he violated labor codes by not paying for his employees' work. She was awarded $9,215. He attempted to argue that her expenses to him were more than she made, but the Labor Commission did not care. He had a responsibility to pay her for her work, and he failed to do this under the law. They did not allow him to hide behind their relationship with the church to get out of this one. He testified that all of the employees were also church members. They found that her checks were forged by someone and deposited into her bank account. He and her ex-husband admitted that the money was used to pay for other church members' credit cards and bills. 7M claimed their talent do not have to attend the church to be represented by them, but all of them attend the church. Read through the claim. It sounds like not much has changed. Dancers are still living in church community housing. They still share their lives both in work and personally. There is absolutely no separation for the talent from church and work. They live with their co-workers and church members. Robert, this is a public record. Shirley might need to brush up on her legal skills since she never litigates nor spends time in court. Wow. Says the chick with what? Spanish studies degree? Just saying. Anyway. Keto Cycle terminated their relationship with Miranda after learning about her involvement with 7M. Former members agree that the only way to end this situation is to cut off money and find a way for Robert Shin to be held criminally responsible. They assert that the money made is benefiting Robert and Shekinah. Okay, CB7 SSD. This one right here, okay. Keto Cycle terminated their relationship with Miranda after learning about her involvement with 7M without a crystal ball. Did not contact this company. This screenshot was shared by called Yuck, who is without a crystal ball, allegedly. Former members agree that the only way to end the situation is to cut off the money and find a way for Robert Shin to be held criminally responsible. They assert that the money made is benefiting Robert and Shekinah. Yeah, how many? There aren't a lot more of these, right? Okay, no, there aren't, because there's a very important thing I want to discuss next. Robert and Robert Shin's Shekinah Church was illegally operating as a church without proper zoning permit. Post removed. Okay. Getting sued is like a badge of honor at this point. CB 80. They call me the Blair Witch Project in this one. Then they tag literal accounts that stalk and harass me. I cannot. They are suing me. I have full support of my team, which isn't going away. You hear that, team? You're never going away. Whether you want to or not, you're never going away. You're like their cat. when you fair game, you don't sue knowing that countersuits are real. When you fair game, you fair game. For the record, they repeatedly reference a lawsuit that I won. The case was dismissed. In court, I won when the case was dismissed. No, you won that argument of the case, of jurisdiction. That's what you won. The other lawsuits have gone nowhere and will go nowhere. Getting sued is like a badge of honor at this point. Yeah, it's... Oh, shit, now I can't... Oh, damn it, they would have made... It would have been so funny if I could remember it. I can't remember it now. The journalism award, like Woodward Birdstein won it or something for Watergate. Pulitzer. That's what it was. Yeah, lawsuits are like the Pulitzer apparently. Okay. Next we have. I've never contacted Miranda or James. CB_UH. Wait, was there a number though? No, that's weird. Huh. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay. I have, oh, this one. Oh, this, I'm going to not read. I'm going to not read this one because I'm going to do a recording. I think is this one I wanted to read? Yes, I'm going to do a separate recording of me reading this. In fact, I want to do that today, so I'm going to just skip over this one for now. But just know that complaint's still there. But yeah, in it though, I've never contacted Miranda or James. It does say that in here. Where is it? I have never contacted Miranda or James. I'm not dangerous, but okay. So yeah, it's there. That complaint. The complaint seems to have merit. Alleges that one of 7M's clients is stealing money from a fundraiser he helps or he runs to help the Ukraine. That was. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. Wrong page. No, right page. I'm sorry. I got to close out the other complaint. It's screwing me up. Well, that's not a real. Will the reels be here? I don't know much about Instagram. Oh, yeah, no, here it is. Okay, this is it, I think. Maybe not. Someone commented on the situation. Yeah, no, this is it. But it's a reel though. I think most of what the complaints, most of what the complaint is referencing is what you see here on the media, as opposed to here on the post. So, okay. Alleges a video posted by one of 7M's clients is a recruiting tool for the 7M cult. Another reel, CCA9. Right here. Okay. She's alleging this is a cruel. Is this a recruitment video by claiming debt-free and tag an upcoming dancer? This looks like a recruitment video. Okay. And then lastly, Robert Shin's next door neighbors are moving. Okay. CBX. Yep. No. Not that one. This one. Okay. Robert Shin's next door neighbors are moving. I'm hearing that people have been driving by a lot, trying to spot Robert. I'm assuming this could be pretty disruptive to neighbors. The real story is this. Focusing on their lawsuit detracts from the story. Stay focused. Stay focused, my friends. Okay. I'm going to turn this off for a second so I can blow my nose, and then I'm going to come back and look at chat. Okay. Sorry about that. But now it's all cleared now. Okay, so let me check chat here real quick, and then I want to go over one other thing, and because I think it's something jumped out at me that I just think was like, wow, I want to touch base on. Where's StreamYard? Go back to this. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Am I tagged anywhere? There's me. Can you slow down the chat a tab, please? Oh, yes, I can. Okay. How many? I didn't even look for the size of the chat. Okay. So we'll start off with this. If it's too slow or too fast, let me know and we can adjust it accordingly. Thank you, Isabel. Lots of nice hair comments in here. Thank you. I think you all are being very kind, but thank you. Is it time we place our bets? Will KJ write her own response, or will the lawyers do that? I think I think this time she does have the money for a lawyer, so I think she is going to employ a lawyer. And I think this time she might be looking at like, fuck, I better get a lawyer. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I still think she's going to at least try to have a hand in the wording, the verbiage, whatever, the information included, all that shit, because, that's just what she does. That's kind of the problem. But whether or not she'll succeed is, I think, up to her lawyer. So I don't think I know who her lawyer is. Is she using Graham for this? I don't know. I don't know what his specialties are or whatever. I don't know if he will suggest to her that you might want to get a separate lawyer for this. I don't know. So. Thank you for the super sticker, Isabel Amy. Thank you. And I'm not seeing me tagged anywhere else, so I'm going to go back down here. Thank you, Kim. Oh, Grandma's estate planning? Well, no, I know Erin Hall was estate planning. That was the very first attorney's name we heard her mention. This was long before the Toddy lawsuit came about. I think she brought up Erin Hall's name, I think, mostly due to Steve McRae. And she even said at one point during one live stream, oh, look, my attorney's in the chat, because he's kind of a YouTube lawyer too. He does little tutorials and stuff on YouTube with, giving some generalized legal advice. So that could be why. And I think that they went to school with each other, she said. Erin, I could never do what you were doing. I already can feel my blood pressure raising. about KJ sometimes. I get to take a break from her. I'm a laid back person, except about KJ. You know, that's the thing. It was the same thing with me. Like very little. I'm the one of the most easygoing, laid back people you'll ever meet, I think, because that's what I'm always hearing from people. So I'm assuming that, you know, that's the case. Certain things though, I can't deal with. I can't. Some things I'm probably the exact opposite on. Like when technology doesn't work. Like you guys have heard me bitch, swear, and complain about my computer shit. You have never seen me actually do a freak out, which I will do. God forbid the internet doesn't work. I can't. I just can't. You know, and it's like I want to cry. Really, I can't take it, and I feel like it's a control thing because there's nothing I know. I don't know how to do what needs to be done to get it to work. And why should I have to know this? I'm paying for a service. I'm paying for something. It should work. It should just fucking work, you know? And if it doesn't, and I don't know what to do about it. And that drives me nuts. So I throw a fit. I'm not proud of it. I'm not. It's an ugly. It really is, but whatever. My point is, Katie is one person who gets under my skin. So I feel your pain there. I don't know. It helps. So it really does help when you just have other things going on in life, you know, or whatever, or when you use the internet, not so much as an escape, like I have and do at times, but it's something else, you know, like for years, I was just on the internet as an escape from things. And I was miserable. I fought with people. I was great though as a vaccine advocate though when I was doing that. But I found other things to do with the internet. So now I'm not on here just to like Facebook fight anymore. So now I escape through drugs and alcohol. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sort of. Question from LG. Is it legal to watermark an official court document? Aren't they already watermarked by the court? I guess. I don't know. I didn't remove the court's watermark, and I only watermarked the other pages. I didn't watermark the complaint itself. So I don't see why it wouldn't be. I mean, everyone does that, right? So either way, though, like I said, the complaint itself isn't watermarked. And I think maybe the only thing about that would be is if the watermark covers up the court's watermark to the point to where someone might not be able to see that it's an official court document because their watermark is not as visible. I would imagine that would be, because I mean, it's not like they're getting any royalties or whatever from the documents, you know what I mean? So it's not like a copyright or registered trademark thing. So I would think, again, not a legal expert. Is that your rinse stuff again? If so, what did you say it's called? Yes, it is my rinse stuff. I will, here, let me go grab it. 1 second. It's in the bathroom. Okay, so it's called Drop It Hair Drops by Shrine. Where am I using the camera? Okay. No. There. Okay. Why can't I can never tell which way to go on this. Here we go. Here, that might help. Here we go. So yeah, Drop It by Shrine, whatever. It comes in a bigger box though. Like the box is like this tall, you know, it's like a rectangle type of box. And that helps me see. So yeah, it comes in the box. This is in the box. It comes with a little rubber bowl and a little stirry thing. So you put your conditioner in here, then you put the number of drops in there. The pink I would use between like 4 and 6. This I used 4 of, and so I would recommend using like 2 to start. So it only really works though on either bleach blonde hair or like really just light hair. I mean, it will work on darker hair, but it won't come out like as vibrant is what I'm saying. So you put in and you mix it into your conditioner, you apply it to your hair, and it says to leave it on for 10 minutes. I recommend with these darker shades using a comb, just literally combing it through over and over, just for like those 10 minutes, not 10 seconds, 10 minutes, just keep combing it through. That's what I recommend. Otherwise it's going to look even more spotty than this. The pink though, I thought just gave it a really nice accent. The blues, I think a little overpowering. So that's why I recommend using 2. And also using the blue, I noticed because this almost made me freak out. After I put it in my hair, my hands were blue. And I thought, okay, no big deal. Soap will wash it off. Soap didn't wash it off right away. Like by the time I was done showering, it was just about off my hands. It was going to freak out for nothing. But I took like this big brush thing I have in the shower and I scrubbed my hands and like that wasn't coming off at first. I'm like, I'm just going to finish my shower and I will address the situation then. And by then it was almost gone. So just FYI, don't freak out. Okay, now I want to get back to something. First, what happened here? What did I miss? Thank you so much for the super chat, Clint Adams. Read this in KJ's boring voice like you. Read this in KJ's boring voice like you always do for me. I love that. LOL. Also, I'm loving the blue hair. The blue in your hair. Very pretty. Yeah. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for the super chat. Like, that's what she sounds like. She sounds annoyed that she had stopped saying what she was saying to say thank you for someone giving her money. Like, that's what she sounds like. It's ridiculous. Thanks a lot, Clint Adams. Thanks for the super chat. Anyway. I'm kidding. I am very grateful. Dash X had a message for you, but would you let EKC know? I don't think I was tagging her right. It's an old Hebraic word, so it definitely looks weird, but it's Shekinah. Yeah, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Here's the thing, and I'm going to continue with this joke because sometimes I have a problem just properly enunciating certain words. It just doesn't click with me. It doesn't make sense in my head. It's stupid. I know. Like, I still oftentimes say acoustic instead of acoustic. Like, whatever. So here's a joke I have. Every time I mispronounce the name of Shekinah's church, a new defamation case's potentiality is made against Katie Joy. So maybe then we can be happy I'm mispronouncing it. I'm trying. Thank you so much for the super chat, Silly Rabbit. Thank you all for all your hard work. Doesn't go unnoticed or appreciated 100%. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I thank you. Like, that means so much to me. I mean, it sometimes it is hard work, but it's definitely time-consuming work, and it's very nice to know that it's not unnoticed or unappreciated. Thank you. Okay, so now I want to go over to Katie Joy's Instagram page here. So yesterday, I had to work yesterday or last night, so I missed much of this. And on Thursday, no, not Thursday. Thursday was another shit, but I did miss much. And why is she going on about this now? Okay. Where is it? Oh, okay, here we go. I came across the Emily D. Baker stuff. Some people shared it with me. Thank you for all who shared it with me. But I know, like, people were sharing it with me because, they just wanted me to say or whatever. But I'm reading something else into this here, into what she's saying. And I find it very telling. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe it's my bias speaking. And I'm associating, connecting things that my bias is seeing. I don't know. I don't think that's the case, though. I don't think it's incredibly biased. So here, it starts here, my current situation. She has COVID. Okay. That may be the case. I don't know. Anyway. Then moves on. Wait, was this one of the comments? How's that? Okay. sorry, for those who are coming in late, in the beginning of the stream, I said I may have to stop periodically to just respond to a text. There's something going on. It's nothing serious or anything like that, but it's happening right now as we speak, and I have to just attend to it briefly. That's all. All right, so let's go to the next one. The Emily D. Baker post mostly. Okay. Please read my new post about the FBI investigation that resulted from the first lawsuit Emily covered about me. Not only was I victimized by this person, so was Emily. So I'd hoped she would just move on from me. Literally, Emily D. Baker's format on YouTube, on social media, and she, this is how it's always been for Emily D. Baker, is she explains, she reads, cites, explains, breaks down all legal ongoings and things social media related, or current events. I would more or less say current events related, but also social media related. Okay, so here we have Without a Crystal Ball being sued yet again on social media, or about social media, by popular, I don't know, just whatever, people in the entertainment business, we'll put it that way. This is exactly in Emily D. Baker's format. This is exactly in her area. This is right in dead center in her lane. This is her lane. Okay, what the hell? I would hope she would move on from you. Come on. If you want Emily D. Baker to move on from you, stop showing up in her lane. Anyway, I fight against cults and for victims of abuse. The first time I read that, I'm like, she fights against cults and victims of abuse. Okay. I fight against cults and for victims of abuse. I don't fight other YouTube. I just read the rest of it. I don't fight other YouTubers and hang out with their haters. What? That's all you did on social media for years. Come on. What the? Oh my God, you're killing me. That's good though. Is that what I'm looking for? Retained. Okay. Still laughing at it. I stand by my reporting and will keep fighting. I don't co-sign this. Emily has laughed and mocked me for years. 1 year. Emily D. Baker has come across Katie Joy about a year ago. 1 freaking year. Okay. Come on. Maybe a year and a half. I don't know. I don't. She covers my lawsuits because she's neutral. No, she covers your lawsuits because because she's a lawyer talking about law stuff regarding current events and social media. Her lane again. And she is being neutral. She's just talking about what freaking shit says. But yeah, she's not on her YouTube channel here. This is her Twitter. I think she can give a little bit of personal opinion here. It is quite amusing when Katie talks about things being ethical or not. Hello. It's like, no, I don't want, do I want to invoke Hitler? Okay. Yeah, whatever. It's like Hitler talking about how important it is to be a good humanitarian, kind of along that line. All right. Maybe that was petty. Okay. I live in a world where Emily can say whatever she wants about me, but if I respond, I'm bullied by her fans. Yeah. I don't care about Emily. That's why I'm just posting about her like this. I'm just tired of her bias and obvious dislike for me driving her desire. See, these freaking shock value words, it kills me. Her bias and obvious dislike for me for driving her desire to cover me. Come on. I'm irrelevant. Emily, I'm not a reality star. Why bother with me? You are in your own head. Does that count? Don't you have a housewife to talk about? I read that and I got mad. I got mad. I'm like, I thought to myself, how can I get this message out to Emily after I read this? How can I let Emily know that, yo, if you ever need someone to like stand up in a court of law on the witness stand and give you an alibi so you don't get in trouble for doing some shit after you've done some shit, I would gladly commit perjury for you. I volunteer as tribute after that shit. After I read that. The chick who came on the scene as talking about Teen Mom, nothing against Teen Mom or fans of the show, okay? I'm just saying, if you yourself talked about TV drama like Teen Mom, who the hell are you to then give someone a shot for talking about the housewives? Who are you? Come on. You're no one. You're not one to do that. So shut the fuck up. Emily is also bound to a request by my attorney due to a lawsuit to not destroy any evidence she has related to her electronic communications with people who have actively trolled and harassed me for years, but she always ignores that part. No, see, here's the thing. We all received this letter. I received this letter too, okay? In fact, you know what? I was just looking at this letter. Let me read it to you. I have anything redacted, so I don't want to pull it up on screen. I will go through it, redact what I need to redact, and I'll post it later. But here, yeah. And you'll find a playlist too on my channel. It's called the diss tracked list, I think, DIS, you know. These are all songs, parody songs that myself and others in the community who received the email wrote in response. Because in one of Katie's posts, she mentioned something like, oh, they'll be singing a different tune now or something like that. So we did. We all sing a different tune. And I apologize for anyone who actually sits through and listens to my singing. So, they were sent by Graham, wasn't it? So I know what name to search. Okay, so setting locking on the right one. Right, wait a minute. I'm just going to have to go through my inbox. I only have like 200 emails, and it's right towards the beginning, so it won't take me a second. Of course, it might be nice if I did the right one. There we go. All right. And it was in 2021, so here we go. Just a second. Okay, it was after, that's right, I was working at the restaurant, so it was after June. Okay. Any second now, it's right around here. Wish I could remember the dude's name. Watch, I'm not, oh no, I'm still only in July. All right, good. Okay, it was right after this, though. That's right. Here it is. Okay, Graham Martin. Got it. Okay, so here's the letter that she's talking about here, where she says, Emily is also bound to a request by my attorney due to a lawsuit to not destroy any evidence she has related to her electronic communications with people who have actively trolled and harassed me for years, but she always ignores that part. Here's the letter, and I'm assuming that we all received the same letter. This is what letter she's talking about. This is the one I received, and it's titled, it's headline, McRae v. Paulson, Demand for Preservation of Evidence. Good afternoon. You have been included on this list because you are a known associate of Stephen McRae or have been otherwise involved in corresponding with Catherine Paulson in the relatively recent past. Due to Mr. McRae's assurance of a complaint against Ms. Paulson, any and all relevant or potentially relevant evidence under the Minnesota Rules of Civil Procedure need to be preserved by anyone in possession thereof. You are one of these people. Please review the attached to a certain duty under the law and the consequences for failing to adhere to those duties. If you do not understand those duties or consequences, you are advised to retain your own attorney to explain this to you and to assist in the process of collecting and preserving the evidence described therein. Please take this seriously and take immediate steps to preserve all potentially relevant evidence. Based on the allegations made by Mr. McRae, we will undoubtedly need to collect that evidence and potentially need to conduct further discovery with regard to your involvement in this matter. Thank you for your cooperation and for taking this matter seriously. I hope you are otherwise well. Have a good holiday weekend. And then it includes, I don't know, just something PDF or whatever. I'm guessing it includes like the laws that he's talking about or whatever. All the relevant information it's already determined to be preserved should, if and when Steve needs it. So yeah, that's fine. Cool. You already had that. All right. And it's basically Katie's like, she can't like get any of us or whatever to be accused or guilty of these crimes that she's speaking of. So she's trying to go after our deeds basically and see what she finds there. And I'm going to get to that in a second and why it is that she did this. So that's the letter. She goes on to say here on this post, if you follow her, you don't have to unfollow her. Oh, that's so nice of her. What a benevolent fucking YouTube creator. I just feel like it's fair for me to respond to her. She hasn't shut up about me in almost 2 years. I rarely ever speak about her, and I don't make videos about her on my channel. Because you don't make videos about lawyers on your channel. She makes videos about court people who are involved in court cases. Stop being involved in court cases if you don't want to be on her channel. Anyway, the comments on some of these is most telling. Awkward. I follow both of you. No one says to take a side. She speaks about me and mocks me. I can respond. Shoot. What did I do with my phone? Damn it. Oh. I can't type with nails. Okay. So here she says, she actually very rarely says anything about you, if ever. Look back at how her channel started. Look through her tweets. I have deep trauma from that time in my life. Now, pay attention to all these comments. If I'm not trying to instruct you what to do, but there's a reason why I'm getting to something, is what I'm trying to say. Keep on fighting. Okay, I will. There's another post too I want to get through. I don't think she commented on like every post, but okay, here we go. I like Emily, but I do not understand why she dislike you for fighting justice. Dislike you for fighting for justice. Doesn't make any sense. She just does not like her channel boomed when Tommy Westbrook sued me. The lawsuit was baseless. The judge dismissed the case due to lack of jurisdiction. But during that time, she became friendly with all the trolls who hate me. She started believing all this shit about me that was not true. Even after we proved it didn't happen, she didn't apologize. A baseless lawsuit that should have cost me way less, or cost me less than 10K, ended up costing me way more than that because of how it played out on social media. A lawsuit concerning social media played out on social media. Get the fuck out of here. Somehow a woman who stalks me got into the lawsuit. She accused me of sending her death threats, hacking, etc. We had to get the FBI involved. The FBI did a full investigation and found that Natalie, the woman that filed the declaration against me, was the one doing all of it. Pointing that out too, okay? Not us. Anytime you want to give me that apology, Katie, I want you to know I will graciously accept. I'm not an asshole like that. I will absolutely graciously accept your apology, and that can be the end of it. The FBI did a full background, and Natalie was doing all of it. I have never had people apologize for. Nobody needs to apologize to you for something Natalie did, except for Natalie. See my post. It might be all of the comments in this one from her. Oh, no, wait. This is Todd talking. This is her husband. And I bet nobody will say a goddamn word about the fact she was drinking wine and bragging about the high alcohol content. Hypocrisy much. Yet when the shoe is on the other foot, you just proved my point. Congratulations. Fuck you. You have me confused now. Perhaps I misunderstood your comment. Perhaps. Are you saying that it's okay for people to say things when Katie has a glass of wine, but not okay to point out that Emily was doing the same? No, I was saying it's wrong for people to say it about Katie and then not saying it about Emily. Hence, the shoe is on the other foot. I see. I'm sorry. Please accept my apology. I took it the complete opposite. I thought I was wrong with it. Oh, no worries. Okay. I loathe Twitter. Okay, so there's that one. Now, all I'm going to say about this email is that I have inquiries out to verify to determine what's the word I'm looking for? The authenticity of this. That's all. And I want to say, because I know a lot of people in the community do not find Salts to be trustworthy, which myself, I personally do. Salts is not one of the routes of my inquiry. I want to say that. During a 2020 lawsuit filed against me by Toddy Westbrook. Oh, wait, let me read the email first. Man, was going to reach out. This was on November 30th, 2021. Was going to reach out to both of you next week. We'll be closing our investigation into whatever. We served 7 search warrants and interviewed both subjects. I can say with confidence that Kennett is solely responsible for the harassment. Whatever, have not communicated with her since June 2021. They've essentially become victims as well. I can do my best to get someone over to Kennett's residence in the UK as basically a final warning to knock it off, though I'm not sure if that will make matters worse. Has the harassment continued? Thank you, Ware. During a 2020 lawsuit filed against me by Toddy Westbrook, a woman named Natalie Kennett inserted herself into the lawsuit. This is true. Toddy's attorney became convinced by Natalie that I was sending death threats, creating troll accounts, threatening her, threatening others, that Toddy's former business partner hired me to smear her, and that I was hacking into their accounts. Now, I don't know what communications Tati's attorneys and Katie had, so I can't speak to that. But my personal take on the matter was that this is incorrect. It's my personal understanding from what I've seen and heard. Tati's attorneys were not convinced of anything, and anything was possible, and they inquired about all avenues. So that was hacking into her accounts. Not only did I get hundreds of threats, so did Tati's attorney. Yes. Emily Baker. Yes. Tati, my attorney, and other YouTubers. Yes. I was one of them, though I did not get hundreds. I'll say that much. They all blamed me. Yes. And I'm not so sure that that blame was unearned yet at this point. I'm going to get to that. After I settled with Tati, her attorneys and my team began working to uncover who was behind the threats. Both Michael Saltz and I received disturbing threats against our children. Yes, we all did. Natalie was unable to convince most commentators on YouTube that I was behind all of this. I'm not, when I say that I'm not convinced about this, I'm not saying that Natalie wasn't a part of it. Oh, no, yeah. No, I'm convinced thoroughly on all things Natalie. Absolutely. I'm just not convinced that that's the be all and end all of this. Emily Baker, Creepshow Art, True Sleuth, Nick Snyder, Dustin Daly, Keemstar, among others, all believe these claims. No, they did not. No, they did not. I'm not saying they did. I'm saying there was nothing said or done by any of these names or creators that suggest what she is saying here. Okay. I don't think they give any opinion much of on matters one way or the other, to be honest. But I can think of nothing that any of these people done to prove what she's saying here, to support what she's saying here. Dozens of videos were made about me. Yes, that is true. But none of those videos were saying that she was doing this. That's all I'm saying. Everything came to a climax this fall when Natalie Kennett swatted my home multiple times. Yeah, I'm gonna play semantics here. Yes, I do think that these calls can be classified as a SWAT, only because the intention behind the reports made was to hopefully cause a swatting incident to occur. By that reason alone, I think by the intent was swatting, yes. But swatting is not what in actuality was carried out, because law enforcement in her area were, a little smarter than that. So that's good. Swatting is when a false report is made to police in hopes that a SWAT team or police will show up with guns drawn to potentially kill the victim they're swatting. I don't know if it's to potentially, snuff them out or whatever. I don't know if that's really, but it's definitely to cause issues and cause all kinds of chaos. Yes. And I do believe that was the intent of these reports, judging by the information that was being alleged in these reports. It was pretty extreme shit where it would be a reasonable, rational response, I think, for the SWAT team to show up in that manner. However, her local police, their sheriff's department is much wiser than that, and that's not how they showed up. So that's good. Natalie swatted me by reporting that my husband held. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I mean. I'm not reading this, but yeah. After swatting in Baltimore, Natalie contacted the FBI and said that I was harboring Brian Lantry in my basement. Yeah, there was a report made to the FBI alleging to that. Ridiculous. That's not why the cops were at her home that day, though. The cops were already there for another reason when that call came in. That's all I'm saying. I went over the logs on that. Okay. 2 police officers showed up at my home very aggressively. Their stuff were not drawn, but they were prepared for anything. No. I got the call logs from that day from her sheriff's department through a FOIA request. They were there already when that call came into dispatch. And then dispatch issued the call out to the responding officers that were already at her home regarding the FBI tip about this. That's when it came through. They were there already for another report. She told this story in video as if this whole thing, the only reason why they were brought to her house that day was just because of this Brian Lantry report. She was exploiting that for views, for clicks, for notoriety. She left out the entire portion before it. That annoyed the fuck. The commenter there, and they're talking about this gets under your skin. Like this gets under my skin. The exploitation of things. For reference, I live in a small town. Our local sheriff's office frequently deals with violence. Wearing bulletproof vests isn't standard for all calls. Yo, are you kidding me? Okay, sure. After this incident, local police began working with the FBI. Together, through a joint investigation, they found Natalie Kennett as the perpetrator and that I was a victim among others. Because Natalie lives in the UK, there is nothing the FBI can do. Likely, no. The UK can choose to act on it, but it's unlikely they would. Like if the roles reversed, let's face it, the United States wouldn't act on it, So I don't think it's right to expect or ask, or I don't know. I don't think it's right to expect another country to do it. Okay. So if I'm triggered by Emily inserting herself back into my life, this is why. Emily had nothing to do with this. In fact, Emily was dragged into this shit. Not Emily forced herself into this shit. She's never apologized to me for getting the story wrong. She didn't get the story wrong. She got the story completely right. She read what the court paper said. So show me where she was wrong in that. You can say that the court papers were wrong, but Natalie reading them wasn't, or Emily, why did I call her Natalie? Emily reading them wasn't wrong. She was also a victim of Natalie. So I would think she'd understand. Understand what? Okay, so she comments, Natalie's abuse of me influenced YouTubers to believe horrible, untrue shit about, and therefore I do not associate with any creators in the commentary community. All right, yo. I'm not even going to say alleged or in my opinion, okay? That is not why she doesn't associate with creators in the commentary community. She doesn't associate with creators in the commentary community because she's burned every freaking bridge she's ever had when she did associate with creators in the commentary community. And those who have not associated with her yet have witnessed this play out, and they nope, hands off. Nope, that's something you just don't want to touch. So that's why. I want to thank my local police for implementing a safety plan for my family. Yeah, because they were driving by more frequently to ensure our safety and blocking Natalie's reports from being used against me. Was she worried Natalie was going to fly over from the UK? We are so grateful for our county sheriffs. I would be too, for them having the wherewithal, the professional knowledge and experience and expertise to not show up in this form of a SWAT team. I would be very thankful too. We are so thankful for our county sheriff's office. The FBI did a tremendous job. Had Natalie been a resident of the U.S., she would have faced federal stalking, production of, charges, whatever. Yeah, that's true. Oh, sorry, she has all new followers and shit who on her Instagram. A lot of people don't even know about all this, so she gets to replay the whole trauma of the situation. I didn't even think about that. Okay, no, I'm not mad at her income. What's that? Okay, glad you cleared this up because I thought you were triggered by the Business Insider article on Emily D. Baker. I didn't realize that you could make over $250,000 for having a YouTube channel. I'm in the wrong business. No, I'm not mad at her income, nor would I publicly disclose my income. It's just not passive. That's what she said. I'm not jealous of her. My channel has 113 million views. I'm doing just fine. LOL, no, I won't. They said that about Tate. I have insurance. Like, must something deleted? Okay. So is she going to have any repercussions? Can they block her from entering the U.S.? I do believe she would face issues if she tried to enter the U.S. I do believe that's the case. Unless she's reported by a victim in the UK, they can't do anything. Yeah, people do need to make reports to the UK. What part of the UK does she live? She's in England. How do you know? Do you know which? Why are you asking? Dude, that's some crazy shit. It's crazy. And if you are asking, you really want to know, you don't do it publicly. You don't leave a trail of that, too. Come on. Oh, mother. I never seen this one. Oh my God. It should also be said that not one single YouTube creator hate channel has ever publicly apologized for spreading false information regarding this situation. They went to great lengths to assert that Katie was involved with this activity, as well as to assert that the swatting incidents were made up for attention. If you are one of these creators, I won't insist that you apologize, much as if you could insist on anything. We know the truth, and that is all that is important. No, fam, your wife knows the truth. You just think you do. But if you are messing around with Natalie Kennett because you think it's cute or funny to associate with a person like her, then you deserve anything and everything that comes your way once you've done something to draw her ire. That statement I fully support and agree with. Yes. But let's talk about the great lengths Katie and Unirock, for that matter, went to blame these actions on Steve McRae, on Tina I'll cut you, on Dottie Morgan, on myself, among others. Let's talk about that. Have any of us gotten that apology, Todd? I know I haven't. I'm sure Steve hasn't. Well, and if Steve did get that apology, chances are it would have been taken back by now, because that's what she does. She apologizes to Steve and then she takes it back. I know Tina has. In fact, Tina ended up getting served with TRO paperwork, which is no longer an issue. But yeah, that's how far it went. So before you want to ask us if we've apologized for this shit, tell you what, you first. And also, too, I never spread it, all this shit. Although I do still think maybe Katie has something to do with it. Not gonna lie. And I'm gonna get to that, why I think that in just a moment. But it's not why I think that, but why this is how it reads to me. This is how it reads to me. All right. So is that the only thing she said about this? Because she said something about a previous post. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. What's this? Yeah, okay. If she did make a previous post, I think she removed it. Okay. So here's the thing. These posts of hers that she read there, okay, how she's opening herself back up to this drama or whatever, how she words it. This reads to me almost like a reminder of sorts, like, hey, for all of you who are getting all excited about this lawsuit, for all of you who are, sharing information with people, helping this lawsuit, or whatever, remember what happened last time, because that shit can happen again. Yeah, that's how it reads to me. It reads like she wants everyone involved, and those who are new to this whatever situation, like those suing her now. It's almost like she wants them to be fully read into the fuckery and the chaos that went on last time, because it might be good to have this knowledge, because then you can better predict what to expect. This is how it reads to me. This is what I wonder. As this case goes on, are we going to see more of this? I mean, I certainly hope not, because I'll be honest, I think that the only person who benefited from all that shit happening last time was Katie. Nobody else benefited. It worked in no one else's favor. I would argue that it even worked in Katie's favor. That's suspect to me. It's still suspect to me. Now, I'm not saying that she orchestrated everything. I'm not saying that at all. I wonder if inspiration for it came from or because of her, is what I wonder. This is what I mean when I say I think that she was more involved than has been realized. I'm not saying she directly was inspired. It could have been inspired because of her. I'm not sure. But I do think that there is more to this. I do not buy the story that some crazy chick over in England who has issues or problems, weirdly fixated on Katie Joy, inserted herself in a lawsuit to give some bullshit declaration that wasn't even that damning or whatever. I don't even see the point of it. And then turned around and sent everyone all these ridiculous email threats that were almost comical. Like, if I have a blog, I have a website, ekcpeoplesuck.com. If you go there, you can see some of these emails. I put them up there. They were comical. I wanted people to see what we were getting. And then this chick went through and did all that, okay, and played all of these different creators, or tried to play all these different creators, and spin this story and spin that story, and got involved in a lawyer and all that, all because chick don't have a job or whatever, something, Nah, you don't do all that. And when we talk about sock accounts, like, if there were an Olympic category for sock accounts, she would hold like the gold medal for like ever. She would be like the reason for the Hall of Fame. Okay. You can't tell me all these sock accounts, like upward of like 700, I think was the estimation. They were all created by one person. I'm sorry. I can't swallow that. I can't. I don't know what the answers are that I could swallow. I don't know. I'm thinking it's just shit I haven't even conceived of yet or thought of yet, whatever. But I just don't buy that being the whole entire official story. I don't buy it. Sorry. So I wonder if these posts are being shared and used as a reminder of sorts. I mean, I hope that's not the case. I hope I'm wrong. But I don't see why else she's going this far. Why is she going? And for Emily D. Baker, I mean, I'm guessing she can't go after Salts because they had their settlement agreement and everything. They can't. I believe it was stated in the settlement that like disparaging remarks from each side against the other side will stop. So she can't really talk shit about Salts at this point. Is my understanding of it. So who's left? The other YouTubers, and Emily D. Baker is a lawyer. She accused Emily D. Baker of getting inside information or whatever from Salts. That's not what happened. The only thing that Salts shared with her that was document related didn't even have to do with that lawsuit. It had to do with another lawsuit involving Tati, which salts had to be just, read in on. That's it. And he shared it with permission from that other attorney. That's the only thing. But Katie can't let that go. Katie has to rewritten in her head that Emily D. Baker had a route or connect to inside information, and therefore she must be on that side, and therefore against Katie. This is why she's going after. This is why Emily D. Baker is being the source, the focus of these posts. But the purpose of these posts, I believe, is to serve as a reminder to everyone, all those involved and all those watching. This is what I believe. My opinion, stating it as that. That's it. So, yeah, that's it. That's everything I wanted to talk about today. Everything I want to cover. Now, let me just check the chat real quick, and then I'm going to wrap this up because I have to tend to a few things. I didn't have enough room to tag you my comment about please read. So, Kathy Ann, I'm looking for your comment. Okay. Well, I feel that if she wasn't in cahoots with, and in the first place, she sure sent a chilling card for it this time. Yeah, that's possible. Knowing that the person is capable of doing and knows how to contact her for sure. I would, yeah. See, I think my initial reaction to that is to say that I think that Natalie is highly unstable. I would definitely never trust her in certain regards. But again, if Natalie is also involved in all of this to a higher degree, then that could also be for show. I don't know. But yeah, that's possible. It's definitely such that she would even bring that up. Exactly. Why? No one's been talking about Natalie. She sure as hell hasn't been, not for months. But now she suddenly brings up Natalie. Why is that? Why? There's a reason for it. There's a reason behind every post of hers. I firmly believe that. Look at her most recent post about human trafficking. All right. It seems like Natalie and her husband, or Katie and her husband, are summoned Emily back. I continue to speak of her. Yeah, that's the thing. She's like Beetlejuice. I think that's who they were talking about. Natalie's Beetlejuice? Was it from Teespiracy, I think? I don't remember. But yeah, that's what she's like. She's never around. Or she does pop up on her own from time to time, but you can bet your ass if you say her name, she's going to pop up. Like, I may end up with an email now. I don't know. All right, so let me check out the recent post, and then I am definitely going to wrap this up. Okay, so recent, let me refresh. Oh, yeah, she must have just made this one 14 minutes ago. Oh my God. I'm not reading the whole freaking statute. But boy, she's really doubling down on this whole human trafficking shit here, isn't she? What is human trafficking? Using California's Penal Code 236.1 as an example, it is as follows. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. I'm not. But this is what she's alleging here on the quote unquote cult, that they're involved in human trafficking. And she's not even just leaving it as like an indentured servitude kind of trafficking. I mean, she's alleging human sex trafficking. That's what she's alleging. Okay, so all right, let me check the supers, make sure I just thanked everyone, and then I'm going to sign off. Supers. Okay, so Y'all Nana's Not Drunk, thank you so much for the super sticker. Y'all Nana's Not Drunk, thank you so much for the super sticker. Silly Rabbit, thank you. Okay, thank you for all your hard work. Doesn't go unnoticed or appreciated. 100%. Thank you. Clint Adams, read this in Katie's boring voice. Yep, I did that. Isabel Lehman, thank you so much for the super sticker. Silly Rabbit, thank you so much for the super sticker. And Pearls, keep up the good work. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you guys all, everyone. Thank you so much for all this. And really thank you for the time and everything I put into this, and that it's not going unnoticed or unappreciated. Thank you. Like, that's a huge thing. So on that, I am going to sign off. I have to tend to a few things and then get ready for work. So everyone, I hope you all have a great day, and till next time, bye.